Does she know she doesn't have a bra?
Huh?
She doesn't have any bras. It's just a lady showing up. What the? John, please don't let her sit near you. Okay? Yeah? Hold on, guys. No distraction. I have enough distraction already. Gentlemen, have a great match.
Welcome to the U.S. Open One Pocket Championships for 2019. Presented by CueSports International, being held at Griff's Billiards in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is George Teachad, joined in the booth by Mr. Mitch Ellerman.
Hello, hello.
I just saw Mitch in the match prior to this one.
Yes, I had my keister handed to me one cheek at a time.
And he's going to be humorous about it.
Oh, yeah, it's not like I've ever lost before. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad. Alex
Pagulayan and Marc Vidal Claramunt, excuse me.
He hits this break so well.
And it's a good break, too.
Yeah.
Well, you like just hitting the lower part of the 2-ball with the 7 and killing the cue ball on the bottom rail?
Yeah, I honestly
it warps
not
speed.
Doing the 3-railer again that I messed up in my match. I almost like going to the top rail with a little bit of right, coming between the 11 ball and the long rail, and just laying it under. So now you have the 2-ball. He can take the 4 out of your side or try and do something, but the key is it's a lot more difficult to control multiple balls in a shot, you know what I mean, and hold the cue ball. So you're trying to create as much discomfort to your opponent as possible, and knowing that Alex has seen and done everything, you know, you don't want to, much like Warren, I gave him, my cue ball got away from me too much, and he was able to get too comfortable.
See, the reason I like the 6 and the deuce out is the way it's lined up. It lines up real good for just the takeout, and I think it moves all 3 balls out of there. He might be playing the 9-ball underneath it, too. Oh, you did it that way.
He's going to find out that was not conducive to his health.
Yeah, see, I like that bottom ball. By Alex's reaction, he might have got him on the 2. So he'll just take out the 4, move the ball up above the middle diamond so as not to expose the 2-ball.
Yeah, he might actually take a foul. I mean, he'll try and hit the ball first, but I believe he's going to leave him buried under the 4.
Oh, there you go.
Like a tombstone on it. Just slow roll kick and just try and leave him underneath the bottom rail on the back side of the 4.
Just freeze him from both sides, the rail and the... We saw Corey Deuel do that very effectively.
Yeah, because think about it. If that 2-ball doesn't go and you have to make a legal hit, it's just going to go a tink-tink game. If you get him there, so now he has to clear every ball and get on the opposite end of the table. So it's like you're on the good side if you barely touch the 4 goes, the 7 goes, the 2 goes. Wow, he tried spinning it, took a foul, and his cue ball went point to point and out to that spot. If you want to look, pay attention to the delay on one of the TVs they have. I'm telling you, it's weird. I think he tried to spin it and like kick it over, but he just hit it pretty poor and got away with it.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Right?
His speed was off too. I'm surprised he wasn't.
That's what I
just
mean. He's
under.
trying to kick it.
Yeah, so he's trying to kick the 4 into the hole. And yeah, I got you. Rail first and have the cue ball trail up.
Yeah, here, judging from the 7-ball and the clearance of the 2-ball, I'm shooting full ball hit at the 7-ball with a bunch of inside and spinning under the deuce.
See, again, he's trying to use the stack to stop Alex, but he's not addressing the balls in front of the hole.
Yeah, that's... You're just dying a much slower death, so to speak.
He might
He's
have
going to
Alex on
spin up
2 here. That's a nice hit.
Yeah, see. I'm sorry if you guys hear me smacking my lips at all. I just ate. I'm trying to move some leftover stuff around.
Marc Vidal lost to Gabe Owen, 3 games to 2.
Wow.
So he gave Gabe a run for his money. And here he is. Then he defeated Ron Rutan. Don't have a score for that. Then he defeated the winner. Gosh, this has not been updated. Still hasn't been updated.
Yeah, he beat Mike Grimm, I believe.
Okay. And now faces Alex Pagulayan. Alex Pagulayan is in the one-loss side, thanks to the gentleman seated to my right.
Well, clearly, as bad as I just played, yesterday was a fluke. I mean, that's the only thing there is for it. That's all it was.
You played very well yesterday, and you made some mistakes today.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though. I mean, my cue ball got away from me, and I might not have executed well, but I'm extremely happy with a lot of my decision-making. Because I don't really play this game, and to see these guys play it all the time, it's just making me happy that I realize I might actually be learning.
Okay, I just thought you made a couple of mistakes, and I can't remember what they were.
It was all cue ball.
One day you'll be able to hear the replay on it,
Oh, yeah.
and then you can say, George, you're crazy. That's what most of the viewers were saying. I kept seeing it on the chat. Oh wait, we don't see the chat, do we?
No, we don't.
But Mr. Pagulayan, I guess he hasn't played anybody since he played you.
Really? Should be well rested.
Well, you beat him in the 3rd round. And prior to that, he had played Ian Costello and beat him 3-2.
Yeah.
So really, he's in his he's coming back through the one-loss side, but he hasn't played except for the match he played you. He's off of a big win in Louisiana. Him and Corey Duell were 1st, 2nd at a big tournament out at Buffalo's. Is that what it was called?
Yes, sir.
This is the 2019 U.S. Open One Pocket Championships at Griff's Billiards.
Mark might be trying to bank into this. Yeah. I don't know that he's going to like it. I mean, Alex plays this game well enough, and Mark doesn't really have a straight ball that goes to his hole, so he's going to shoot this 9, the 11-9 combo, and probably just stop his rock and use the 12 ball as a blocker. And then he'll be able to shoot the 11 that'll be rested there and the 2 ball. No.
I was thinking that.
Did a little too much.
And nothing goes to Mark's hole.
Well, he can play the 6-1.
With a cue ball
be
underneath
aggressive.
the 11.
Yeah. That's a more aggressive shot. I mean, you could probably go, you're jacked up. No, yeah, that's probably your best shot.
Yeah.
I was saying as far as moving balls away from Alex's pocket.
It lays kind of natural, with just a little English. If he gets underneath the 11 too much, it could scratch.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm just going to take it out.
This could be good, except for the 2 ball. Could lift.
It didn't.
Okay.
He made a ball.
All right.
It wasn't good. It was great.
Now, I would almost consider banking the 9 and playing my cue ball specifically to run into the 12. Unless that 1 ball goes with ease. Which it did. All right. So.
Oh, he's off and running. He's off to the races. 8 ball back down for the 2, you think? Nothing else goes but the 2-ball, unless he plays the 11 first.
No, I mean, it's not the matter of what. It's the 8-ball you're shooting. It's just what ball you want to get shape on.
And that's what. And I think the 2-ball's the only ball he can really get shape on. Nope.
Wow, and he jarred it.
Wow.
Trying to move his cue ball too much. Why would you come back up table to try?
That's why I was looking at the 2 and then come up table from the 2.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm almost in pain for him.
Not very often you get an opportunity like that playing this gentleman.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually you're stuck behind a ball, frozen on the rail, or just racking.
Definitely felt his wrath.
Alex will start off with the 6-ball.
Spin under the 7 deuce in between them and get shape on the 15.
Not sure
bump
how
the
much,
5.
I'm not sure how much room he has to get by the 5-ball next to the 6.
Yeah, he's got plenty. The last view that we had, there's about 2 ball lengths.
Stretched out on the table. Alex, you're not in Louisiana. You can't climb on the table.
Hair right to help spin it between those 2 balls.
Yeah, that's going to pay dividends. Just a hint. Is he straight in? He's got a little bit of angle.
He's going
that breaks the
downward
5
towards the 7. I don't think he can break out the 5.
Okay. That's what I was.
So he'll probably draw and get on the 7 or the deuce.
As he proceeds to take this run on, he doesn't want to be against the rail. That changes things a lot. That's a run stopper right there.
Yeah, this shot on 2 balls similar to mine. Mine was actually easier, and I missed the 4-ball playing Warren. Oh, wanting to vomit just thinking about it. And I'm not trying to be negative, guys. I'm just over here licking my wounds.
Well, we are sponsored by jhelford.com. He wrote Pool Wars, and then he came out with more Pool Wars. And he also, I believe, has a couple of DVDs and things for sale on his website. I actually went to it. I was expecting him here for the 1 pocket. I thought he had signed up, and then I noticed a couple nights ago that he was not on the roster. Where I thought I was pretty sure I'd seen him on the roster, but apparently I was mistaken, or he withdrew. Cyclop, they are actually using the Hyperion balls. Look, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, he
floated so nice.
climbed downward on the y-axis of his cue ball so it would slide, not necessarily draw, creating a little bit more stun.
Yeah, for those of you not familiar with y-axes, as I am not.
It's the vertical axis going up and down. X is horizontal, Y is...
To me, that he used a lot of right English and kind of came straight across the table. And he's straight in on the 3-ball. All the way for the 8. Drawing straight back. Does he avoid that ball right next to the cue ball? Looks like it's the 11. It's the 13. Nope, he doesn't avoid it. Stopped his run. Very big break for Mark. After an error like he just committed that could have easily cost him the game.
Well, Alex looks like he's still going to be aggressive. He's going to 2-rail a ball, knowing that he owes 2. So he's not selling out just 1. And then his cue ball came too high. And you can hear his enthusiasm about it.
That kind of sounds like when he played you. There was a uh-oh and aye. I remember that real well.
Now, do you cut the 3 or do you cross the 12?
I think I'm going to cut the 3 and put a little bit of right low on it to come around. Actually, if I can hold it for
crossing the 12 with a bunch of inside.
Are you?
Playing my cue ball all the way up. That way I have 4 balls as blockers and shape if I make it.
I like what he did here. He got under the 13. Now he comes down for the 14. And I think from the 14, he attacks the 2 balls on the spot. He might attack him now.
Yeah, he should.
Doesn't want to hit the
He's
left
got
side.
enough angle to slide over
Yeah.
and hit him.
Just hit across the top of it. Just, oh, I thought he did it. He barely missed those balls. Now he's too straight to attack anything except to go back. Oh, it won't bank past that 11, will it? Oh, yes, it might. I think I would shoot it. I'd come back straight in. I'd come back to where the cue ball is now and bank the 12. Follow the cue ball up.
This could leave a mark.
Now, first and foremost, he's got to make the balls he's shooting at. That's the second shot he has. That's high percentage. You don't expect a pro to miss it. And he's missed both shots. Trying too hard, or is he a bit tentative?
He's just trying to do too much. His
Okay.
cue ball, he's doing way too much. Every time, even the 8 ball that he shot, and he just needed simple position for the deuce, where he decided to jerk, draw it, and his cue ball got away from him. He overspun the 8 because of how he was cueing it.
I think he was trying to just feather the 2 balls to break out those 2 balls on the spot and stay close. He's going after the balls on the spot. No, he's not. He went up table. Hello.
Looking for a little love and could not find it.
He just wanted to smooch the 11 for a nice shot on the 10. And he needs 1. Combo. Looks like he's comboing. 2
Twice
rail the
as
ball.
nice. I'll tell you what, his speed isn't too bad.
Didn't give up a bank. And I would call that pocket speed. Well, Marcus definitely has to get those little errors he made out of his head.
This
He'll
isn't
bank
going to
this-
be good. He's
no,
going to
he'll
bank
this.
the 11, so the cue ball goes long rail to the left, head rail, and over by the 10 ball.
And this is all he needs. And I think he made it. No, it's just a little out. Just a little out. Looks like it flattened out close to the bottom of the table. I wouldn't call that rolling out. I just call it flattening out. Sometimes the nap of the cloth, a little dust, a little something can get that ball out. Oh, 10
Hello,
ball.
10 ball.
He's going to get around it.
Yeah, but this isn't good either.
Free bank on the 10. Is he going to go for this?
I like these funky shots.
I like
I'm
free
shooting
bank
I'm
on
shooting
the
the
10.
2-5-11. No, I'm just
Are you?
kidding. Because the 2 ball goes off the 5 ball, you could send the 2 and 11 to your hole, and the 5 ball clears the pocket. But the cut shots, yeah.
Well, I didn't know the ball went by. I didn't think it went by. I thought he had played into the ball. Then I'm not banking the 11 ball.
I
First
guess
game
I
goes
just
to
like
Alex.
spitfire and crazy shots. And Alex did 0-2 that game, so Mark was in control, had the lead in the ball count. He was able to climb back and get the W.
He missed 2 key shots, and it's bad enough to miss 1, but 2. If you can miss shots like the ones Mark missed and still win, you're in a good game. You want to stay with that game. But playing the Alex Pagulayan, you're going to hear him roar. He lionizes your game. That's what he advertises, isn't it? Lionize your game. Take lessons from me. Yeah, I've seen his shirts. He wears some shirts. I don't know if he has his own website or not. I don't think so. But this is Mark's break. Alex won the lag, so he got the first break. If they happen to go 2-2, Alex will have the break for the match, and the break is considered to be an advantage by about, if you have a real good break, it could be anywhere from 1 to 2 balls. That's because you're laying balls open around your hole and the cue ball's in a defensive position. And you have to come with something really good to stay out of trouble and put something in play on your side. A lot of the players.
It looks like he hit his break a little bit
good.
less speed than Alex hit his.
Ideally, you want the cue ball between the middle diamond and the first diamond by the side pocket and froze on the rail.
I like this. He's going to spin, cross the 1, and bump the 3. Yep. Look at how productive that was. Now, Mark, being the good banker that he is, he could cross this 11 and play an aggressive shot. But note, you leave a couple of potatoes out in the open and a ball in the hole for somebody who will eat you alive.
I think I'm playing well, it could kiss if he shoots the 11 ball. That is 11 into the top of the 1 and banks it over to his hole. He could leave that.
He just rushed it and played it so uncertain.
And he kind of punched his stroke too. That looked it looked kind of weird.
So what do you think about banking a ball down towards the 1 or playing the 7-10?
I like it. I like it. I'm going to bank the 11 ball and then play the 7-10. Because he really can't get on anything unless you want to get real fancy, jack up, and bounce it off the rail in the air and hit the middle of the stack.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
See, look, he's looking at the 7 right
7-10
now.
now. Okay. Now that's, if it's on, it's on. Why not? And that opens the balls.
And everything also
No
cleared
reward.
the pocket. Oh, he's going to have a bank on the 7.
He might have a bank on the 11. I don't think he can see the 7. And those young eyes got me. Big break for Mark again.
See, I'm having flashbacks. I'm over here wanting to roar. The way I banked that 1 ball, went point, and sold out in front of Warren's hole. I was so heated.
We do know that can happen. I've had that happen out of nowhere. You think you made a good bank?
Have to happen then?
That's it.
I dang near getting the ball.
You know what they say?
Baby.
Stuff happens.
I know. I'm just
And,
a little sad about it. Okay, I'm over it. Uh-oh. Alex, his creativity and the way he executes, I'm thinking this 14 ball off the 8 and he stuns forward to get shape on the 7. Hits it with middle right and just punches it.
You think you can back that 14 up over there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He says, I'm going to need chalk for this, folks.
See, I'm telling you, I see the shot. It's 6. Boink.
What
I
else
would have
do
hit
you
it with
see?
middle instead of low. Yeah, he sold out. No,
Yeah,
no
no,
doubt
it's-
about it. Because low allowed that ball to stay up higher, and that's what brought the 5 down. If you hit it with middle or top, it goes forward just that extra little bit. Doesn't catch the ball as
Now,
thick as
see,
he
I would have
did.
been playing shape for the 7 ball, then for the 5, and then bank that ball out of Alex's hole.
Yeah,
to,
because
to get it out, and then
this
then
is
run
no
the balls.
bueno.
No, not at all.
And that's probably just some of the inexperience of Mark's 1 pocket background.
No, he went for the 4 and the 15, which go to his hole, and the 3. All 3 of those. He just overshot it a little bit, but still, I say this to a lot of kind of mediocre players, middle of the road players that I discussed one pocket with. If you leave balls in front of your opponent's hole, they can come back to haunt you real quick. As soon as you make a mistake, it can really hurt. And there's living proof of it right there. And that's actually the third time he's had an opportunity.
Ooh, look at that combo.
To make something really happen, and it's not
that
going.
That ball looked like it just feathered out at the end.
What he has done well here is, I think the 2-ball blocks the 14. And I'm not sure that he can use the 2 or the 12 to play the combo.
2-ball blocks the 14.
Yeah.
He could play the 2. He can spin it with enough
low
low right. But he's... Yeah, that's what he's shooting.
Gotta make it.
And position.
No problem. Coming over for the 7 or up for the 12?
Coming over for the 7.
See, I give out the options. Mitch calls the shot. He the boss.
No, just preference.
No, I agree.
You want your cue ball doing as little as possible and everything as natural as it can. See what happens when he got 2 straight? I would have hit it with a hair left, a little softer, so it climbed high. Then you punch off the rail, get position on the 12.
Is he 2 straight that he can't get up a little bit? I think he is.
Yep. He might be able to draw the 3. No, he got position for the 5.
Does he put the cue ball into the 11?
If he banks, yes. I don't see him banking. I see him just making the 3 and let Mark try and outmove him from there while he has the lead. Alex says, I ain't missing this bank.
You called it.
Even better.
You called it. See, even one of the best players in the world chooses the defense over the offense because the offense could lose him the game.
What's David Weiss in Tucson say? Waste one. That's what he was doing. Just waste one.
And he is,
hello, 12 ball.
He's playing like, I guess he just feels that he can't move with Alex, so he's going to go for stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I can figure. He's
a little skittish.
Yeah.
And guys, please don't think I'm trying to speak poorly of Mark. I know Mark's a very formidable player. I don't like people trying to twist my words.
Well, if you just watch the way he's been stroking the ball compared to what you've seen on the screen or on the live stream,
hello, 6 ball.
This past week, his stroke even doesn't look right. He's not even stroking the ball right. And it could be the fact that, hey, dude, I'm playing Alex Pagulayan.
Oh, he was able to punch down and get on the 5. And that was Alex' 6th ball.
He needs 2.
So the 5 ball, maybe bump the 4, get on the 15, or position for the bank on the 11.
Look how pretty that shot is.
Yep, Mark said that's
I've
good,
seen
bud.
enough.
All right, so Alex out to a quick 2-game lead on the hill in the shorter format, race to 3. And he's breaking.
This will leave Mark, if Alex continues to punch on him off the ropes, it'll leave Mark in 9th, 12th position. 9th through 12th. And there's no money for 9th through 12th.
Nope, you get an attaboy.
I think they're only paying to 5th, 6th.
Yes, what a bank.
900.
Just pumping it right in there. Yes, that's a spot I have locked up at the moment.
Uh-huh. And then $1,650 for fourth place.
Little.
$3,000 for third.
I like punching the 4, cue ball down to the rail, position for the bank on the 5.
I think it's 5,000 for second and 8,000 for first. You were saying?
His 7 ball goes right into the stack.
Oh, look at this.
Open sesame.
You know, if Mark hadn't made the errors he made
In the first game.
yeah, in the first game, we could be at 2-0 if he runs out here.
Yeah.
Or 2-1.
Yeah, the 8 ball that he missed. Same
Yeah.
pocket.
Stop it or just bring it back a hair. Not a lot, just a hair.
I would say probably a foot because you want to make sure you can reach it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be stretched out over the table.
And now he could get on the 1 ball.
And the 1 ball be his game ball.
Yeah,
Hit it light.
he hit it perfect. That English carried it up. Little spring off the backboard there. Count the ball, sir. There's 8 on the table right now.
And Mark is on the board. This match is moving along just fine, isn't it?
It is. It's moving very, very, very fast. Some of these matches, it took a while. There was that one where they decided to play Nick Varner style and play the wedge, and it was played. Now, usually when the wedge is played, I've always heard that the guy that makes the first ball is the guy that's going to be in trouble. Corey made the first ball in that wedge game.
He
and,
was in
He
trouble.
was able to win.
Yeah.
And he was able to win. He just outmaneuvered.
I thought Gabe won the match.
You're right.
Gabe won the match.
Game won the match.
Corey had a
So
late
Corey
scratch.
was in trouble, and he was the one that made the first ball. But actually, he got out of that successfully, and I forgot how he made a mistake, but he made a mistake.
Scratched.
He scratched. Okay. So in that one particular instance, he would have won the match actually.
Yeah, I think he had an uncharacteristic scratch in the side.
Yep.
Or no. He crossed the 4 ball thin, and the cue ball went all the way up into the drink in the corner pocket.
That's where it went. Yeah. But he had.
He tried to play the aggressive thin cross corner.
He actually was the one to make the first ball, and usually I've always heard that when the wedge is played, you don't want to be the guy to make the first ball. It's usually not in your favor. Well, Mark gets to break to tie the game, to tie the match.
And then you're going to break like that and get Alex shape.
The spinner.
See how quick Alex got up there? He was like, ooh, I see ball by pocket.
So when he does that, does he go, I see ball by pocket, meow?
Yeah. Alex, rawr. Yeah, he's getting up there. He's like, yep.
He says, last week I could climb on the table.
Yeah, my body's so big, I get on the table, I'm going to have a hard time getting out of the way of the cue ball.
Up and down.
Okay, cue ball
Pocket.
just missed the
He
scratch.
said, uh-oh, as soon as it went by. And
Wow.
uh-oh, it was. Yeah,
So now
those
Mark
up and
has,
downs.
let's see, the 1 ball, the 2 ball, the 4 ball, the 11 ball, the 14 ball, the ball on the bottom rail, and possibly the 9 ball loose that are not touching the rack that may be accessible for his pocket.
Yep.
Okay, the 9-3. So he can make.
He's going to compose himself. We'll take a little break. Mark has left the table.
As soon as he makes the 2, 4, and the 11, the 15 goes as well. So, I mean, Mark might be able to run another 8 and out, make it a quick hill match.
Yeah.
If he can stay composed, like George was saying.
Yeah, he probably says, I'm pretty excited here. I better go take a breath, put a little water on my face, cool down, slow down
it's
my
really
heart rate.
uncharacteristic by Alex.
Slow down my heart rate and see what I can do. I've got to get on the 9-3 here. Do you think he tries to go, when he shoots the 11, to go between the 9 and the 14?
I would.
Okay.
I would spin it, let my arm open up a little bit, top left, let it come around.
And, you know, the thing about that is if he happens to bump the 3, he probably hits the lower side of it, so it still slides over and gives him the 14. And then from there, he can readjust his plan of attack. Fire in the 14, then the 12, get up on that 1 ball, and then look at that 2-4 combo and readdress. If he can get that 2-4 combo, he'll have the 15 after that. So the table is set. The question is, will he have dinner? Or will he just make a couple of balls and call it a snack?
Hopefully the appetizers are gone and it's time for the main course. Excuse me if I made you guys yawn while I was yawning. Ugh.
Well, he's back at the table. He just wanted to walk away. Sometimes it's good to walk away and settle your heart rate a little bit. If that's what the case was, I don't know if it was or not. But he looks.
He might actually float over with draw in between the 14 and the 12.
Movement. Look how much movement is in his face. Did you see his head nodding up and down with the stroke? I had not seen that from him all week.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not feeling well. I don't know. Can't tell. But there was a lot of movement. His head was nodding with the stroke. He was visibly breathing hard. You ever considered two-railing this 12-ball into the stack? Stopping the cue ball right there?
But the only problem is speed. If you hit it
Too hard.
exceptionally firm, you're going to have a ball leak out and leave a cross corner, which is what you're trying to avoid.
Well, yeah, that's why I would kind of just stop the cue ball there. Speed in one pocket is extremely important. He's not taking any chances.
Yeah, no, he's trying to actually mess up some of the dead balls and take. So he took away the 15, the 14. He was trying to maybe get the 2-4 as well. Did not succeed, but it was beneficial nonetheless. See, now if I'm Mark, I'm two-railing the 12 into the stack. Cue ball has a little bit more angle, so it can get out of there off that bottom rail. I almost might play follow the leader.
Yeah, just follow 2 rails to the stack. Yeah, I agree. 'Cause I like that 2-railer. Sometimes you just catch it just right. You went 1.
That's a good shot.
Yes, it is.
He's not happy with his cue ball because Alex can probably kick at the 11 if he can see all of it. I'm sure he can at least kick at it.
Doesn't get underneath it. Well, it could go off the 12. Give up a bank. How hard would you kick this? Real soft? Just you won't catch a rail.
Yeah, I'm playing it to as much left as I'm able to physically put on the cue ball. Playing it just past the 11. So that way the amount of left climbs through the 11 and downward towards the 12, and I'm just basically trying to lag it to this first diamond on the bottom rail where he just put his hand.
Did you see the kick shot that Corey Duell made on a 4-ball up on the long rail?
Yeah.
Wasn't that crazy? That was absolutely insane. The ball was about half a ball off the rail on the side, just above Alex's hand. And Corey hit the head rail, came down and kicked the ball.
5, 10, 3, 12. Might be dead.
And just stopped the cue ball right there on top of the 5. Four-ball combo. Coming right up for your viewing pleasure. Can't see the 1. He should be able to stay close to the 5, right? I think.
Oh, yeah. Be able to freeze it to him.
Yeah.
It did line that up now.
Oh, to get out of there.
But, see, this is where I wouldn't even
The
spend
1.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
you could get upset. Yeah. No, the 3 cuts.
No, 3 cuts,
Yeah.
and you get shape on the. You can get shape on the 10.
I would
I go for the
actually.
ball.
This is the shot I hit very lightly against Alex and almost didn't close out the game. I'm coming like all the way above the stack, getting on the
Yes.
11, the 2-4, seeing if I can get my cue ball next to the 1. What else goes? He's just looking to come
Not
out
much.
a little bit. Maybe actually go with inside and just get on the 11.
That's what I would do. I would get on the 11 and then float down for the 10. That works too. That works beautifully. But now he can't get on the 11 as he draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just draw this straight back. Nothing else goes but the 11.
The 2-4 might if he can get on it. If he can get up to our left of the 1, he can shoot it, or maybe the 9. Why are you? Don't be thinking about 2-railing that 11 ball. I mean, I like the shot, but why?
I think he can stun it above. Yeah. See, he was trying, and that was tight. That you could almost predict that could happen.
Now, skim the 11.
Draw the ball and it doesn't happen.
Play with top right, hit about a 16th of it, and play the cue ball up by the upper corner pocket. Yeah, scratched.
Right in the drink.
Ooh,
You mean you got a roll?
We counting his lucky stars.
Wow. Well, actually, it's not the rolls that have hurt him. It's his
Execution.
execution.
All
He's
right.
cutting the 1 ball. Using outside. Oh, he's playing it off the. He's playing it off the 8. Smart shot. Hold the cue ball. Little spinner on the 11. Just leave the cue ball just above the center diamond on the right side.
That's a good shot.
He leaked out on him. You can see it. What do you think about double kissing this this 11 ball?
Excuse me if you guys heard that. I tried to hold in a belch.
Don't tell on yourself.
Nah, I'm honest. I don't. Ooh. Yeah, the double kiss. I see it because it's.
It's going to sell out of bank, though.
It's going to be too easy
It
to
sells
sell out of bank.
Yeah, in fact, it's high percentage you sell at the bank, low percentage you make it. But
like
those are
this
pretty
shot.
shots. Those are very, good shot. Those are so pretty when you're just messing around and you fire it right in. But so low percentage and high percentage sellout. Now, if Alex was frozen, he couldn't play that shot. Oh.
Said he's taking a foul.
There's like about 6 or 7 pennies underneath there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I walked by
Now,
the table.
Alex
and saw
only
'em.
has a penny up for 1, so maybe they're forgetting that he owes another one. Because according to our screen, he owes 2.
Yeah, I forgot he owed another one. I'm trying to think of when he scratched. Oh, that's right. Mark had ball in hand to shoot that 11 ball, and he missed it. He went up above the head string to shoot it. Got ball in hand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Spin off. Can he spin off this ball and get high? Above the 4? I don't
You
think
have
so.
you have to instantly masse it, so you
Yeah.
have to get almost vertical, and then you're selling out the 1 ball.
Yep. Says you call it.
You called it. I called myself.
Mark says you call the foul, and Alex says you call it. I just called myself on a foul. Again, if that's froze, he cannot hit the 11. Okay.
Frozen? Doesn't look like, right?
You still have to hit the ball.
Because he shot above the head string with ball in hand when he went to the restroom or whatever, and then he missed it. He had the 11, the 2-4. So it's
No,
-2. Alex owes 2. But he's only got 1 penny up. I don't know if we should interject or
Well, when we're asked, we can.
do
Doesn't count
you
for much.
implement it or no? Never mind. Yeah, no. It's on them. Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's okay.
George and I instantly thought the worst case scenario. Uh-oh.
If that ball had a little bit of English on it, it would have come out. Because the English picks up speed off the rail.
I'll tell you what, though, that 211 might have become dead.
It goes.
Yeah, 15, 14 right into it.
Uh-oh.
Is he cutting this ball?
He wants to. I
Yeah.
think it's more so because the cue ball goes 2 rails into the stack, but he was joking around saying 9 ball.
Well, if that's the case, just shoot straight into it and go 2 rails into the 11.
Yeah, what a shot that was.
He's forcing Mark to break up his own dead shot. Forcing him to hit that 11 ball. It might stay. He doesn't like doing this.
Well, he's trying to leave his dead ball, so he's taking a glance at it as he walked by.
Did he move?
Yep.
Just enough?
The 11 no longer goes unless the 13 somehow disappears and he can shoot the 2 ball into the split of the 9 and the 11.
How about just hitting that 11 ball and parking the cue ball where the 11 is?
I likes it. The 11 goes off the 2 ball, off the 4 ball. You stun your rock and you move a couple potatoes from his side.
Do you see anything you like better? Alex does.
He's going to just kick a field goal. Try and play the 5 ball. Wow.
Did anybody get hurt?
Being the practical joker that he is. Well, I'll tell you what, from experience, this 4 ball is not easy, especially with the 2 ball there, so you can't put your bridge hand down comfortably.
And I don't think there's really... Can he move the cue ball over to the right for shape on the 9?
He should be able to, yeah. It's a hairline cut.
It's a hairline cut.
But hitting it bottom of the ball, hair left to climb off the 4 ball. With stun with that much, yeah, see, I don't like this.
Yeah,
I'd rather get
over
my
a ball.
bridge over the 2 ball.
I'd rather just go ahead and shoot the 1 to put the cue ball up against the 5.
And
Oh, it's
going to
work out.
A fortuitous
It's going to
roll.
work out. For those that think there's no luck in one pocket, there's, well, you know, he shot the shot that way. Was he trying to do that? Probably. I think Mitch called it. He called it fortuitous.
Don't ask me to spell that by any means, because it ain't happening.
Fortunately, we commentate. We're not on a spelling bee.
Yeah. Thought I needed to lose any more self-esteem. That'd be it.
Like the greatest shot I'm ever gonna do in my life.
Oh, kick the 4 in. Or he's banking the
I don't
deuce.
know how this is gonna.
You bank that? I guess he's gonna. That's what it looks.
What he's kicking the 4. Hoping he had enough.
Oh, so close. Hey.
A fortuitous roll? No.
No.
The 4 balls dead.
Yeah. All Mark has to do is hit it with enough momentum. Me
Uh,
personally, I'm shooting it with low left, getting shape on the 1, so I also don't sell out.
Me personally, I think I'm going to try to. Well, see, I would have tried to hit the bottom part of that lime green ball, the 6. Because if I accomplish that, I open them up and I slide over for the 1. But if you hit it on the other side, you're not liking life very much.
That was a heck of a swing. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's coming up with some good rolls.
Well,
I think if
Mark thinks the bakery's open.
Yes,
he's,
I was about to say
he's
something
grabbing
about a
He's
bakery.
grabbing a baker's dozen right about now.
Yeah, but does Alex shoot the bank on the 5, or does he take care of the 11?
I think he's going to defend one more time
I
until he
think so
tries to
too.
go
I
on a
agree.
run.
His man needs 5 balls. There's
Actually,
5 balls by the table.
You know what? He's susceptible to bank and just drill this 5. Low, hair right, open it up, sink it right in, shape on the ace, and
He doesn't open it up, does he?
yeah.
It looks like he just barely misses the 8.
No, I'm saying the bank on the 5. You open the
okay.
bank. You cut it just out to the right of the first diamond with low right. The low and the right will throw it.
He's going to defend.
Man, if that were me, he's shooting that bank. He'd be looking at me like, "Psh, you can't get out."
I think
I
he's
showed him otherwise,
changed his
though,
mind.
didn't I?
Yeah, I think he's changed his mind, Mitch.
Ah.
I think he no longer thinks that anymore. He made his mistakes against you, and you capitalized on every one.
Thankfully. I felt like I had almost. Oh, he twisted that ball good. Almost like a 3/4 diamonds on a diamond table. That's pretty
This
tough.
guy's been playing some 1 pocket in Denver.
I think it's more bank pool.
Okay.
Oh, that one.
Oh,
Not
that
so
one
much.
got away.
Oh,
That one
wow.
got
He only
away.
needs 2. Alex needs about 10.
Alex owes 2 balls, but there's only 1 coin up. So they may believe it's a different score at the table. They are keeping the score.
Yeah, it's the player's responsibility. So we have learned that it's not good to try and keep an outside influence and interject
Yeah, he's banking his 5 all day.
players'
just following
responsibilities.
the- Missed it.
A little short.
Yeah, I thought so. He missed it. Well, the soft kick shot is not going to do it because you'll give a bank shot on the 6
I'm barely getting that 5 to the bottom rail.
and just let it stay in the way. And I'm just wondering if it doesn't.
Yeah, like the
stay
one
down
that I
low.
tried to play on Warren, and he tried to make the 9 on the side. I thought I hit that ball good. Apparently, I didn't.
Nice and soft.
Yeah, that actually was too hard
Yeah,
for my liking.
that's what I was thinking that it's hard to hit it and cover that 6. So he's
Yeah.
going to give that up, and now it's 2
And
balls.
I
if he
think
makes
it's
it.
easier if you hit it with a lot of right. even though you hit it soft. That way the right throws down, the 5 gets the rail, pops back up in the line of sight of the cue ball, but not too high to sell out the cross corner. Alex is going to bank the 6.
Into the 5.
But he's jacking up so he can slide his cue ball in a straight line for shape on the 1 if he makes it. So now he's applying pressure. Mark's got to be careful with his cue ball because we all know that you give this guy an inch, you are going to pay for it. And Mark's looking really good to get a...
I liked it the other way. In fact, I was thinking of going rail first and sliding off the top of the 5, but that could mess up too. He just had to find a way to get it out, and for whatever reason, I don't know of a better way, but I didn't like that way.
See how Grady hits this ball.
Follow up to the spot, the hit spot. Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah,
Mr.
something like that.
Teochew. Oof.
And that's just hitting it as hard as he can hit it, just about to get there. It's tough.
I'll tell you what, this is all cue ball from here.
I like the way he hits
He
that
says
soft.
it
It cost him.
overdid it.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, he does owe 2, but apparently it's only 1.
Well, I guess you might as well take that -1 off. They don't think he owes another one. This is what you say, you slipped one. He's going for the 6 ball. He avoided that kiss by about 2 millimeters, maybe a centimeter. Froze on the rail. Is he taking the... I would be taking the 6 ball out.
God, another flashback. I took the 11 out, sold that out too. Oh my God, I'm just wanting to throw up, relive all this. I'm sorry, guys.
He's not. He's going to play the 8. No, I think it comes back to the 6. His opponent needs 2. Well, he's weighed his risk reward, and he says, I got to make balls. I'm way behind in the ball count. 5, 8 balls on the table. Sony, there's 8 balls on the table. Our scores, he must have 1. Alex has 1.
He does. The one he just made to get shape up there.
I hate when he does that. I can see him doing it once, twice, but that was the 3rd time he does that, isn't it? Or is it the 2nd time he does that? There. That wasn't so bad, Alex. Just bank this ball, bring the cue ball to the bottom rail. Just bank it above the side pocket. Nice. Nice cue ball. Alex doesn't want to give him anything on his side. The only thing bad about the way the balls lay for Alex is that they're tied up. The 8 and the 6, the 5 and the 15. Even the 2 and the 14 are just not laying real well for him. Let's see. Mark does not want to open up either of the 2 clusters that are on Alex's side. Let him do it. Just cut the 2 ball and come on back down. You don't have anything offensive. Would you even consider banking the 2 ball to your hole?
I really don't know.
I don't think I would. There's no way.
Yeah, I think that's a trip to the hospital. I like kicking with left and slow kicking the 13 ball to the rail. Go to the right of the 6, the 8.
You know, it's possible that Corey Deuel would have kicked this 13 ball all day long. Ouch.
So Mark again wanting to venture the wild side, maybe stop by the ER. Tell you what though, if that 7 ball wasn't there, Alex be 2 railing the 8.
He might choose to do it anyway. And put the cue ball behind the 5-15. He can't, can he? Yeah, I don't think he can. 7 ball's free, isn't it? On rail? Cue ball's flying, but the 7 ball's free.
Point. Vidal's gonna say thank you for this bank. And I imagine he's probably gonna not slow roll it. Let's just say that.
There's no reason not to. Maybe it'll roll in. It looks like it did.
Oh, wow.
It looked like it might turn in a little bit.
Wow. Now, are you banking the 6 or the 8?
The 8.
Yeah. Bank it a little middle,
stopper and try to hit
middle,
the 5. You don't want to
low
hit the
left.
5, but yeah. Just hold the cue ball for position on the 6. A little bit further over.
Well,
He's got to consider the side pocket.
yeah, he's definitely likely to scratch unless he hits it with that low stroke where he's just going to slide it and hope he doesn't sell out. He's really just making this ball. Okay, hit it with speed.
That's going to cost him the game.
Now, do you make the 8 or you cross the 6?
I make the 8. Can he scratch her?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. And maybe I cross the 6.
I'm saying the 6 just because the 8's a blocker, and I mean, what's it hurt?
He pockets the balls very well, though.
As George mentioned, all right, we got a hill-hill match right here.
Alex breaking. I don't think Alex was too worried about losing that game. Once he got where it was unfavorable for him, he just said, you know something, I just, if I can steal it, I'll steal it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I have the break. Do you ever think that way?
Uh-huh.
Okay. How often does it pay off? Or how often does it backfire?
It blows up in my face all the time.
You know, it's funny how it will blow up in your face. And it's just like, just because you thought it.
Yeah, it's going to say, oh, yeah, well, here's what you get for thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. This is not a re-rack. Alex gets to keep shooting.
Big shot.
And he has shape, folks. Mark might be feeling a
Little
little sick
combo.
right now.
Does the 9 ball go? No, I've only seen it happen one other time today, or so far in this tournament. Match against Corey Deuel.
How do you know? I guess the 11 didn't go.
Didn't go by the 1. I might just bank this 3 ball and draw the cue ball back for the 9. I think it's well within his repertoire. Does the cue ball drop past the 11?
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't think I do this. I don't know. I have to see it at the table, but from here, if I thought I could safely get the cue ball to the back rail, I would have shot the shot and drawn it back. I like hitting the 11 ball into the rail, into the 3, and stopping the cue ball against the 4. The 4-1. Removing that ball from my opponent's side.
Put them in the stack. Say, how you like that?
Yeah, he might like it.
Well, Alex's pocket is off to the side. The 4-1-6 looks dead. So if he tries to spin the 4 off the 1 and continue to freeze him to like the 14 and the deuce, he might find it to be not so good.
Not so good?
No, because I think you'd actually have to spin it.
Yeah. It almost looks like, it looks nice coming off the 1 from this angle. It's a lot different from down there, though, I think.
I like taking a foul and just laying the cue on the bottom rail. Or crossing the 3 and bringing the cue ball all the way down to the bottom. He was able to make it not sell out. That's impressive.
Just push right through between both balls at the same time.
I really wish we could see some of your guys' commentary and be able to communicate better with you.
Yeah, really.
Answer any questions or.
Well, sometimes that's not good, and you don't do commentary very often. The times I have, and I make it interactive with the chat. You see a lot of negative comments, and then you see some guys.
I mean, everybody has an opinion and thinks they know something.
No, I'm talking about just negatives. Oh, do this. Oh, do that. Oh, and not to the players, but you know, something that they want.
In general, yeah.
They'll ask questions like, "My internet is this? Your internet's off," and it's usually on their end. Just a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of stuff.
You can't make everybody happy, but I mean, you have to give them the.
He's going to take a scratch, like you said. Had one, no mas, no more. Gave it back. 4, 5, 10, 8, 9, 14.
So Alex is looking at twisting the 14 and seeing where the rest of the stack goes above. The 2, the 4, the 7. Because he can get shape and not really sell out. It's just as long as that cue ball doesn't go too far forward.
Uh-oh.
Well, the 2 ball came a little high, but
Alex could just.
uh-oh.
I know it's gonna sell out. Still shot it.
As you heard, Alex's overview of the situation.
You know, in his defense and Alex's defense, he probably gambled on that shot because his opponent hasn't punished him yet. Not really.
Well, Mark might get to.
But he might get there with this, and that's the problem is when you think you can get away with something because my opponent won't do it. Man, look at that.
That's all right. Cross the 9.
And just try to hit the 13 with the cue ball.
No,
with
not
inside
even.
Or no, not just play it.
I'm actually, if I'm down there shooting the ball, I'm shooting this ball with left so it straightens out off that rail. Because it's cutting just enough. You're a ball length above the 6 and the 1. You're aiming it down to the ball length in the bank path. Straighten it out, get shape for the 5. I'm actually coming right up to that 13. See,
Right
he
there.
tried to twist it low, and he's going to regret it.
Oh, yes.
See, and this is where less is more. You don't want to go around trying to bump balls, do too much. He slid that with low or middle, which drug the 9 ball down further than he wanted.
You know, the other thing is he did that in the straight pool too. He runs his cue ball around a little bit too much.
Yeah.
He does. Just a little bit.
Oh, I was looking at what time it was, and my colleague is looking at the wallpaper of my phone. It's my mistress, Miss Hillary Duff. Hey, if you're gonna
You
have
always
dreams,
walk
dream
around
big,
in a
right?
stupor, in a dream.
All right, so that
Ouch.
was Alex's 3rd ball. You got
4, 5, 6,
they're
7.
all right there. So he's gonna spin forward or out with left come above the 8-5.
I think he spins with the ladder right, and he goes above the 13. The 13 gets
Yeah.
on that, and
The
just
one,
takes care of business.
the 1, 8, 5, 13, 14 are all the balls that Alex needs to win the set.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to play shape on the 13 here, I believe. It's the easiest way to go. Nope, he's going the other way. He's going around that way. Oh, that ball does go by.
Yep.
Okay.
Now he probably spins up for the 13.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, and this is the part where I've learned the most about what a person's going to do. This is all because of Alex's height, actually, his shot selection. See, if he'd have stopped, left that there, he's stretched out. Then he has to draw even further to go either way. Now he shoots the 13, comes across with inside shape on the 1, touch
And
the
straight
bottom
up.
rail, and you're out on the 5.
And you're straight up.
So watching these guys in this commentator booth with Ben and George this week has been a privilege because it's helping me get in stroke. Not that you saw that earlier. We'll just kind of try and forget
there's
that
his
match.
angle. There's his angle to go up. Well, this match should be over. And I want to thank you for tuning in. CueSports International thanks you. George Deja and Mitch Ellerman, thank you
Heck
for
yeah, we
hanging
do.
out with us.
If you were a booger, I'd pick you.
Uh-oh. Now that kind of humor, we didn't need that picture in our mind. But Alex is going to give us time to joke around some more. Oh, why did he just two-rail the 3 ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just out right here, folks. And unfortunately for Mark had his chances to win this match.
Oh, he certainly did.
He had a real nice one there at the end when Alex made that mistake and made 1 ball and got behind the others.
All right, we'll be right back for your next
doesn't
match
need all
coming up
that,
here
does he?
shortly. Well, he's just probably thinking he needs to go to 10 or something.
He's used to going to 18,
Yeah.
playing guys in here. Now, if he was to scratch here,
I think the game's already over.
there we go.
All right, your winner, Alex
Thanks, folks.
Pagulayan.
Tomorrow at noon on the stream.
No, yes, one.